Hello everyone, my name is Kiri Willief. I'm here with Tom Lemke. Hello.
Thank you for having me.
Please introduce yourself and the company you represent.
Sure. So, my name is Tom Lemke. I'm 42 years old from Germany, Berlin. I've been an avid gamer I said I'm 42, right? So, an avid gamer for 36 years. I co founded two of Germany's biggest esport teams, Mousebots and Big Plan. And I've been working in the iGaming industry since 2007, where I managed and/or co-founded 4 different esports betting platforms. The last one was Unicorn, where I was the general manager. And throughout the time, I always thought that offering esports betting should be enough to attract and retain the new generation Y and Z. But at Unicorn, we realized that this wasn't really the case. So I took a good look at the mobile gaming industry, the freemium industry in particular. And together with my two co-founders, Florian and Lucas, we founded SavageTech, which is a B2B SaaS company where we created the world's first true gamified retention engine, where we give the user an avatar, and the entire technology is an iframe that can be put onto a sports book or a casino.
What were the biggest challenges and achievements for your organization in this year?
Yeah. I think the biggest challenge that we've encountered so far is that the sales cycles in the industry are very, very long. So in the beginning, I was hoping I would be talking to a new client, and they were like, "Hey Tom, glad that you came to us. We have this elite dev team just waiting around just for you." And then reality came crashing in, and of course that wasn't really the case. So the biggest challenge for us, obviously, is because we do need data from the back end in order to fuel our gamification layer, is that either the operators have their own technology, but not all of them have that. And then that means that you have to go to the big B2B providers, B2B platform providers, and they always say, sure, we like your solution, which is a good step, right? But at the same time, you need to bring us paying customers before we do anything else. So currently we are focusing on getting clients that bring their own technology. And that also is our biggest achievement. So we will probably go live with our first couple of B2C brands, sportsbook and casino, in Q1 2025. So yeah, I'm quite proud of that, to be honest.
What strategies do you see as essential for staying competitive amidst evolving regulation in 2025?
Yeah. I think this is quite easy to answer for us, at least, because we are just the informational widget, right? Instead of our gamified avatar that goes on to fight monsters, or a football player who trains himself virtually and plays against other players, we're just the informational layer. So you could substitute our avatar just for a text box that says there's a 99% chance of rain tomorrow when Stoke-on-Trent is playing Manchester City, that it's going to rain. So all the punters know, okay, it's raining, the pitch is getting more wet, the ball is faster, so most likely Manchester City, because they are technically better, they should have an advantage. And the same thing basically is about SavageTech, right? It's just an information that is being perceived from gamers in a different way, but it's completely disconnected from money. So regulation, at least for us, doesn't really play a big part.
How will technologies like AI, AR, and VR redefine the gaming landscape in 2025?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I think AR, VR is still not really there. We are heavily limited by the devices that can actually produce VR, right? So there are not a lot of people out there who bought themselves a Meta mask, for example, right? Because the go-to solution should be gaming, and then afterwards maybe something erotic, right? But it's not spread that widely. So I think, at least in these two terms, we don't see a big uplift. And in terms of AI, I think what we are severely underestimating with AI is that the evolution of AI is not linear, right? It's exponential. So this is a huge difference maker. So I would assume that companies are going to use AI to filter the traffic better that they are paying for, right? So they are not paying for customers that are not going to do anything with them. AI is going to be used to customize and personalize the funnel even more, so that at the end, when you reach the end of the funnel, you have a customized landing page that was constructed by AI to 100% meet your demands, meet your interests. So this is something that I could definitely see.
Where do you see the biggest opportunities for innovation in the gaming industry next year?
So, I mean, I've been to a lot of conferences these years. Personalization, gamification seems to be something that everyone wants to talk about. Um, I think this is definitely an area where we are going to see some innovation, but also around user-generated content combined with creating your own lively community. There's a company from North America that was founded by one of the biggest sport influencer in the world, Jake Paul. And what they are doing is they are creating these viral moments to heavily drive the traffic from generation Y and Z to that app. They simplified the betting game quite a lot. You don't see these colored Excel sheets anymore. It's a very simple decision. Yes, this team is going to generate more points than the other team, right? It's a yes or no question, basically. It's almost like a Tinder version of it. And I think, I'm not saying dumbing it down, but simplifying it, making it more accessible without throwing just numbers into the face of a customer. I think this is going to be a big difference maker. I'm still waiting for that sportsbook, for that casino that 100% overdoes or reholds the UX UI. It has something like a Netflix approach, a Spotify approach. But as of now, because there's this saying, never change a running system, it's just sportsbook after sportsbook. They all look the same. They all offer the same odds. They offer the same matches to bet on. And honestly, this is getting quite boring.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lemke.
Thank you very much for having me.